Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I am not here with Geeky Sparkle, so I'm going to talk about video games because she sort of kind of likes video games, but not as much as I do. And yeah, we're going to talk about GameStop again. And this time it's not about the stock. It's not even about the retro stores. It's about the fact that they're going to shutter even more stores after their second quarter was a disaster. I guess they were down like 31%. Could it be? Could it be that maybe people aren't buying new games? Well, could it be that people aren't buying games, physical copies of games anymore? Could it be that people don't trust GameStop? Could it be that people are over Funko Pops? I don't know. Take your pick, right? GameStop is basically a geek bodega, I guess, is what Zach from Diversity in Comics was calling comic shops. That's basically what GameStop has become, a geek bodega. And we're going to talk about this because they're supposedly going to pivot some of their stores to become retro stores. And they're going to sell old hardware. Now, there's been some concern in the retro collecting community that GameStop is going to buy up a bunch of consoles and games and make it almost impossible to find them on the secondary market. But I'm like, with what money? With what money are you going to buy this shit up, GameStop? So let's talk about this. Before you get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. And yes, check it out. We finally launched it. We've been talking about it for a year. It's been a joke. We've launched Clownfish Minus. If you go to clownfishminus.com, this is our new Plus club. It is a non-plussed club. It's, we're going to have original content over there. We're going to post ad-free versions of videos over there. We're going to post comics over there. We're going to just post updates over there. It's got community features. Actually pretty nice. This is replacing Patreon. We tried Patreon for a couple months, and now the Apple tax is kicking in. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not feeling too good about this. So we basically just permanently paused Patreon. We're going to go to our own site. We also have a donor box set up, but we're going to pull the plug on that as well. So if you guys want to support us, check it out. Clownfishminus.com. Your first month is 50% off, and you can kick the tires, kick Steve in the face, Bubbly Steve. Also, speaking of video games and implosions and all this stuff, like everything is changing so much. We're going to do our part. I'm going to bring back DREZZED, which was actually originally it was the Clownfish TV blog, and then we merged the Clownfish TV site with DREZZED. And I'm like, no, let's go back and turn DREZZED into its own thing again. And we're going to start posting new articles over there, and we're going to try to objectively cover, games and pop culture and stuff. And I don't expect to get rich on it because the ad rates are terrible. But you guys can check that out as well. That's at drezzed.io. And you can also follow DREZZED on X. We're going to be posting new content here pretty soon. Look, Bubbly Steve has a friend. He's got a little purple alien. I don't know what to call this guy. Anyway, let's talk about this. GameStop prepares to shutter even more stores after disappointing second quarter. It's coming from the New York Post. Gamers look away. Hey there, fellow kids. GameStop has announced it will be closing even more brick and mortar locations in the coming year after a disappointing earnings report. The company said it's struggling to sell hardware in its stores around the world as more and more games are downloaded digitally, if not ordered online. Gosh, if they can just hold out for the PS5 Pro. Guys, because I'm sure lots of people are going to buy the PS5 Pro for $700 and no disc drive and no stand. You just got to hold on one more day, GameStop. Hold on one more day. The next round of closures is set to be even more drastic than the shrinkage the company experienced this past year. This company's done nothing but shrink. They're basically the Kmart of video game stores. The once vaunted retailer closed 287 stores over a 12-month period. The round of closures left only 4,000 total stores, a number that is set to dwindle even more. The company has not said how many locations it plans to shutter, but the number is expected to be significant. The earnings report released Wednesday sent GME stock tumbling, losing 15% in one day. The company is down 7% in just the past month. The latest report is a far cry from the height of the meme stock craze, which saw GME's share value skyrocket on the backs of motivated retail investors. You can watch the movie that has was it Paul Dano? Is that the guy that played the Riddler? It is an incomprehensible mess of a movie. Like, if you don't know the story behind the GameStop drama, it doesn't make a hell of a lot of sense because the movie jumps around a lot, but you can try to make sense of it. Actually read the Wikipedia article on it first and then go watch the movie. It'll make a lot more sense. GameStop stock became a moral war for retail investors fighting against the overwhelming power of institutional investors. Back in 2021, GME stock soared as lowly day traders put the screws to institutional investors who are caught with their shorts down. Guess what happens when your shorts are down? You take it from behind sometimes. This launched the era of meme stocks and meme coins, which are financial, hey there, fellow kids, which are financial investments made not on the soundness of the asset, but done as part of a collection of interested amateur investors. We should go public. We should go. I want my ticker to be clown on the stock exchange, just clown. Yeah. Did you invest in clown? Yeah. Yeah. And guess what? This is your bank account now. Clownfish Minus, bitches. That's what happened. That's what happened for investing in the clown. Earlier this year, one of the champions of GME, the internet icon Roaring Kitty, returned to X and attempted to revive the stock battle. Shares shot up 119% when Roaring Kitty came back. That was Paul Dano, I think, in the movie. That stock sugar rush was short-lived, and the company's stock swiftly crashed back down to baseline. You know, it doesn't help that the games being released right now are dog shit. And it doesn't help that they're being released digitally either. I mean, that's a huge part of it, right? And this is just kind of everything. Like any kind of media, I mean, I tell people to buy physical, but most people, they're just going to order from Amazon or Walmart or something. Even Walmart, they don't have nearly as many games as they used to. Did you notice that? Like they have like one, at least our local Walmart has like one aisle. And it used to be like, this is the Nintendo aisle. This is the PlayStation aisle. Now it's like, yeah, it's all just kind of in one aisle. And we keep like the top 20 games. And then we got the bargain bin. And then we got cards for like everything else because we know you're going to buy it online anyway. So we just keep enough to make it look like we care. But they don't even have, like, I haven't seen in years. Maybe your Walmarts have them. I think Targets have them. But like the demo systems, right? You used to be able to play the machine like for years, going back to Atari, going back to ColecoVision and Nintendo. Like they always, like every store that sold these game systems had that demo unit. And God, I would love to get a Blockbuster N64 unit. I would love to. GameStop is continuing on its downward trajectory. The salad days seem so long ago. Revenue for this past quarter, which ended on August 3rd, was $798.3 million compared to last year's $1.16 billion in the same quarter. We can get there, guys. I believe in you. We can get it there. We can make $798 million. GameStop stock value. I keep wanting to call it GameStop. GameStop stock value is up 18.5% since the beginning of the year, though. Some analysts, like Jim Cramer, feel the roughly $20 stock price is way overinflated. Execs say that they hope closing underperforming stores will make the overall business more efficient. No, it will not. The business model is dead. Like going to the video game store and buying the latest new release, that ended like a decade ago. Right now, everybody buys stuff digitally, and the only thing GameStop is good for is Funko Pops and T-shirts and all the shit that you can get at Hot Topic and at your local comic shop, because your local comic shop doesn't even carry new comic books anymore. A lot of them, they carry back issues. So speaking of which, this is exactly what GameStop is going to do, and I did a video on this previously, and I'm actually sort of kind of excited about this, but I'm like, who am I kidding? Like most of the GameStops are probably going to go out of business anyway. I think most of the ones around us have closed. We used to have a ton of GameStops. And I was like, is this like a money laundering thing or something? Because there are way more GameStops than there is demand for GameStop. I'm just saying, like every mall has a GameStop. We had one area where it was like they had a GameStop in the strip mall across the street from the mall. I'm like, why do you need two GameStops in the same vicinity. It doesn't make any sense to me. But yeah, they're going to go all in on retro, guys. So I have to wonder if the stores that are left, if this is what they're going to do. Just a theory on my part. I have no idea. But there it is, guys. It's it's not looking too good. But GameStop, let's be honest, GameStop as we knew it died a long time ago. This is the corpse. It's kind of like Kmart, like toward the end at Kmart was so sad. I don't know if you guys remember, but I remember going to some of the local Kmarts, and it was just like the shelves were 75% bare. The stuff that was left, it was like old, it was opened, and the employees all looked like they wanted to kill themselves. It was really depressing. Now GameStop, the employees kind of look like they want to kill themselves if somebody actually goes in, because there's never anybody else in the store. Every time I go, it's like, hey, yeah. It's like, oh my God, a customer. What do we do? What do we do, guys? Hurry up. Hey, we got some new Funko Pops. Well, no, I'm actually interested in video games. Video games. Yeah, we haven't carried those in a long time, man. So there we go, guys. GameStop, RIP. It's over. I think it's over, finally. I don't know. Everybody's been saying that for like 10 years, like a fucking cockroach. Anyway, check out Clownfish Minus. Make us your meme stock. I'll be your meme stock. We'll be the what can we do? CLN Clown. That's probably somebody else's ticker, I'm sure. DREZZED.io is coming back pretty soon. Check out the podcast. If you haven't listened to the audio version of Clownfish TV, we have that too. Yeah, we'll talk to you later.